All right, what's going on, everybody? So today is Sunday, and it is already July. I believe it's July 2nd. So Independence Day is coming up, and it is 100-degree weather out there. So I'm going to do this video inside today, as I'm sharing with you some great nuggets that I think will help you along, especially if you are an investor or someone who's just looking to financially be more advanced or advance yourself financially, right? Um, Before we get into it, check down in the link below. If you're a Bitcoin holder, you would love the CoinKite shop, coinkite.com, I believe it is, in the description below. It's a Bitcoin hardware store. You'll see a great cold storage wallet down there called Cold Card in that store, along with other things that are more Bitcoin specific. So if you are hodling or you're a user of Bitcoin and you're looking for something more secure than your ledger, even possibly more secure than a Trezor, who knows? Check it out down below. See how you like it. Also, if you are tired of centralized exchanges to buy your crypto or your Bitcoin and you don't want to hodl or hold your Bitcoin in those centralized exchanges, check out HODL HODL for peer-to-peer and also non-KYC, no sign up Bitcoin exchange, hodlhodl.com. So let's get into it. The economy is definitely teetering. We have signs all around us when it comes to the U.S. economy, and this affects you, me, everyone directly who's a part of the economy through the job market. Just a couple of days ago, ESPN announced that they have laid off 20 of their front-facing sports analysts by names of Max Kellerman, Jalen Rose, some of these big names that grew to be household names for me as an avid sports fan, specifically football and basketball. And so to hear that ESPN actually has made layoffs uh, isn't surprising, but at the same time, it kind of is because I've always thought ESPN was like something that was doing well, a big shot company, sports company, and a lot of money would be flowing through ESPN. Now, just reading the article was CBS, I believe it's CBS News, earlier this morning. ESPN made that announcement that they had to do layoffs, of course, because of streaming services have not been doing well this year, and that's really not streaming from ESPN so much, but streaming from Disney. So Disney has not been doing well. Disney is the parent company for ESPN, to believe it or not. So we're seeing how uh, the economy has a domino effect that affects everyone in some way or form. Even if you don't think it would affect you, you always got to kind of follow the chain of where the money flows from. So Disney, for whatever reason, and I've seen Disney in the news for quite a few reasons when it comes to politics. A lot of people claim Disney's has went woke or all this other stuff. So this may be a form of protest by consumers not using Disney streaming services as much. It could also be done to possible economy slowing, people pulling back discretionary income, deciding not to go with certain streaming services, and maybe want to go with the basic plan or the fundamental package when it comes to their entertainment online. Okay, so you're taking all these things into account, that does trickle down. Some cuts had to be made for salaries. They also mentioned, ESPN also mentioned that they were going to renegotiate a lot of their commentators' contracts, right? Their salaries, right? Maybe bringing them down more. So this is just not about 20 layoffs being done, but also rearranging the salaries for some of these commentators. So why am I talking about this? Because if you are an investor or if you're someone who wants to create generational wealth or you just want to take care of yourself and your family, you have to worry about income and income streams. If more than one is always better, especially during these times. But if you're dealing with one like most, or one that's really the I guess you could say the main pipeline for you, this is a time to be on your toes, be ready to pivot, because things are like a domino effect when the economy begins to slow down. And of course, this is done by intentionally through raised interest rates and they're being held up there. So again, like I talked about in previous video, when payments are high, bills are due, employers are not able to continue paying on their debts with a higher interest rate, and they're also not selling products, or their business is slowing down, so their revenues are down. They're going to look to cut some of the biggest costs, which would be employment, or employees, right? So this is why I say hone down on the skills, double down on preparing your profile yourself. And one of the biggest things that I think is probably a great way to stay ready is to just continue to try to be social. Go out there, network, know people, talk to people. It's very important. I believe I read something, and I hate quoting things without having a source, but I do implore you to look it up. I'm not even going to give it the number that I read, but it's like most of job hires come through networking. Okay, comes through networking. I can attest to that. I can attest to the opportunities that I've been given for employment, or to work with someone, to partner with people, business ideas. A lot of it came through just being at different events and meeting new people. I know these are times where people are not really into meeting new people, and really the time to kind of just try to worry about your most familiar circle. But to survive, to thrive, to ensure yourself of not having a well that runs dry, right? When the spigot turns off, you are able to be resourceful and have a network, right? And so, that income is going to come in handy, especially if you're trying to invest. Of course, you already know a portion of income has to go to something that's going to be generationally passed down. For me, I like digital assets. I like Bitcoin. I like hard assets and all these other things. All right. And you have to put away money on the side. But in order to do that, you have to ensure income the best way possible, right? Even if it's not going to be as much as it used to be when you're putting away for saving or for investing. Even at the worst, you can be resourceful and then bring in some type of income, and maybe it'll just be a little bit less, right? Same with small business people. It's the same thing. Their business can slow up easily. As a matter of fact, they feel it the fastest because of the cost to do business. Customer base shifts. A lot of people are fickle now, because if you can get something cheaper online for just as good, then they're going to roll with that. So, I'm starting to see a lot of businesses in my area. A lot of them are selling their brick and mortars. A lot of them are moving, or they're just selling the business altogether. So, to somebody else who may be willing to take the risk, and they feel they can invest their capital or infuse their capital into the business to revive it if they believe in it. So again, it's about capital. Worry about capital, because with capital you can do pretty much whatever you want. You can invest in assets. You can continue your way of living, of course, save for the future. So think about that, guys. As we're seeing signs all around us. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comments below. And this is under 10 minutes, so I'm gonna get out of here. Talk to you later.